Okay. We'd have a lot more time to work if we just settle down right away. A discriminant, which is the b squared minus 4ac, tells you how many times that graph will cross the x-axis. That's what you've been working on, okay, Joe? Yes, you do. It's on the back of your first page. It's page 2. They're in the right order. It's back to back. Okay, you guys. You guys are not going to understand what this is unless you pay attention. There's a parabola. Okay, Jeremy, I need you to be a little quieter, please. This is the parabola. The discriminant tells me how many times that parabola crosses the axis. That's that b squared minus 4ac that you've been working on. I need worksheets from several of you, by the way. There's only one time, and then there are no times. Well, the quadratic formula does more than that. It tells you what these x-intercepts are. They give you the x-coordinates. So they tell you more than how many, but what they are. Okay, Henry? And so that's what we're going to do. Now we have to learn this little formula. And there it is. The quadratic equation is setting this equal to 0. It's where this parabola crosses the x-axis. Yes. And this is one you'll know. Okay. Cole? We're going to do it. I'll do it. I'll show you what we do. Okay? So you need, well, I'll let you use notes, but there's a little song. Yeah, me. Am I going to get it back? He has to think about it? If I don't get it back, the answer is no. Okay. So the formula goes to pop goes the weasel. Okay, Henry? X equals. Okay, guys? Henry, you're not going to know how to use this. It's the opposite. Why am I interrupted every single day? Are you talking about your headset?
No, that's our charger.
Lalo doesn't have it.
No, he put it in Ray's backpack. I'll just do the whole problem.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's fine. I'll just give you ours. It's fine. I don't care. It's the opposite of the b coordinate plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. A lot of people don't want to put over 2a. Well, it's wrong. You got to write it correctly. You're not going to like this because it's kind of putsy, but it's not that hard, really. Okay, so there's a YouTube thing. I guess we can watch that. Maybe. I haven't seen it, so. Oh, we need some sound. I should have sound. I'll turn it up. What did you guys do? Oh, I know why you can't hear it. Yep. Okay, shh.
The quadratic formula is negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a.
Do you want to hear it again?
I can't even memorize it, Miss G.
That's how you memorize it. Okay. So the equation is.
The quadratic formula is negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus.
That's the discriminant.
All over 2a.
That's how people remember it.
Does not listen so sing aloud. Sing aloud. If you do it class, sing aloud.
Okay, you guys, you're going to sing it with us. Come on. We're going to sing it.
I see people like one taking tests.
They're singing it.
Quadratic formula is negative b
Plus or minus the square root of b Pi song? We should have done that on Pi Day.
My teacher showed us this Pi song with like hilarious epic, and it there's like
Okay. Forget that. Okay, you guys. Joe, on this page, there's Ray, Cole, Lucas. On this page, there's a whole bunch of stuff that you can use to refer to if you want. Let's just do the problem.
Page 5.
Okay, so we're going to go to problem number 2. I don't know what page it is.
That's page 6.
Page 6. So you turn the pages.
that wasn't what I did.
No, turn the pages to page 6. Keep going. It's after that one. There we go. It says problem 2 and problem 3. Okay. So we've already done the discriminant, you guys. Joe, Cole. So we already know how to do that. Okay. This is ax squared plus bx plus c. Okay, you guys, I'm looking for where that's going to be 0. I'm looking for this parabola crossing the x-axis. I have no idea, but the discriminant will tell me how many times it will cross. Okay, so what's A?
4,
B?
2.
No, it's -2, and C is... Okay, so let's find the discriminant, because that's what it asks for, and that's what your worksheet's going to look like. And I doubt we're going to get all of this done today. But that would be b squared minus 4ac. Let me slide this up. Now, some of you weren't squaring the b's. You got to square the b's.
Yeah.
What's -2 squared? Just go ahead and square it. Don't substitute. That's positive. It's always going to be positive.
Wait, so b is the square.
B is -2.
So it would be 4 minus 4, parentheses 4, parentheses, parentheses 15, parentheses
Well, okay, what's A?
4.
4. And C is 15. Uh-oh. This is 4 minus 16 times 15, whatever that is.
Big number.
Yeah, is it positive or negative?
Negative.
Negative. Are there any x-intercepts? No. Remember what happens when you square root a negative number? This is less than 0. It doesn't work.
So you wouldn't have.
So it has no solutions. I don't like this example. That's it. So you can't even apply the quadratic formula because the discriminant is negative, and you can't do that. So if I were to do it, it would be x equals, I do the opposite of b, plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. I, again, am not going to show the substitution for the b. This says, find the opposite of b. Joe, you're not paying attention. What's the opposite of a -2?
+2.
Joe? What's the opposite of a -2? It's a +2. Then it's plus or minus. We'll figure out what to do with that. And Joe, we just did this. It's a negative number. I don't know what it is. I'm not want to waste my time multiplying that out. All over 2 times a. And a was what? 4. Okay, so you can't do this. And that's what that means. Can't do it. Empty set. Remember empty set?
Wait, what do you mean you can't do it?
Because you can't square root a negative number. You can try.
But then you get confused.
No, you can't. Your calculator is going to give you an error unless you change one of our graphing calculators into imaginary mode. But we're not doing imaginary numbers, so we don't have to worry about it. So let's try the next problem. And then we'll probably do example 1 and 2 together, because there's not any practice problems on here. Okay, let's try this one, number 3. This is ax squared plus bx plus c. So all we did was add a little piece to this, but unfortunately it's probably the hardest part. So what's a?
2, 4.
4. What's b? 2. And c is?
-5.
-5.
And then 4 minus 4.
The discriminant is b squared minus 4ac.
And 4 minus
Okay, so b squared is what?
4ac.
4, that's right.
4.
Minus 4,
And then 4, negative 5.
4, and C is negative 5.
And then you would do
Well, what's the sign going to be?
16 times 5.
Do you know what 16 times 5 is?
Big number.
79.
How about doing it this way? How about taking 4 times 5, which is 20, and multiplying by 4? Joe, what is that?
Oh, wait.
80. Is it positive or negative?
Positive.
Positive. Okay. How many solutions?
2.
2. Now we have to get the numbers. Yes, Joe.
You do 4 times negative 5 and times negative 6.
Yes, I can do it that way. Or I could know that negative 4 times 4 is negative 16. Negative 16 times negative 5 is 80. Doesn't matter the order in which you multiply. Does matter the order in which you subtract or divide. Pardon? So it's 84. Okay, let's do the quadratic formula. Okay, you guys, ready? There's 2 solutions. And so it's x equals, there's my big line, the opposite of b. Henry, what's the opposite of b? If b is 2, what's negative 2? It's the easiest way to do it. You do the opposite of whatever the b is, plus or minus the square root of, and we just did that. How much is that? This is the discriminant. What's that number that goes in here? 84. All over 2a. So it's 2 times what? What was a? What did you say, Henry? That's right. 2 times 4. No, a. What's a? 4. Okay, why did we take all that time to simplify square roots? Alex, put your phone away, please.
To solve it quickly.
No, because we have to simplify this. X is equal to negative 2 plus or minus the square root of 84 over 8. That is not in simplest form. We will do calculators, and you're going to think calculators are easier. Sometimes not. This is the one I have to figure out. I have to simplify this guy. 84. Do you remember how to find those square roots?
Prime number.
Okay, Suzanne, how do I do that? I still need a quiz from you on this. How do I simplify the square root of 84?
Find 2 squares.
I find the first prime number that goes into 84. 2. Which is what?
44.
No, it's 42. What's the next number you want to try, Suzanne?
2.
4 is not prime. I have to do prime numbers. 2. Always start with the easy ones. Okay, Joe, why are you talking? What's the next one? Joe, how many times does that go into 42? 21.
7. No, 3.
You know what? It doesn't matter. So we'll do 7. That leaves you 3. What goes into 3?
1.
And you're done.
See, I'm smart.
Okay, now Cole, do you remember which ones we do here? Remember how we simplified the square root of 84? If I have a match, that one of them comes out. And there's no match. That stays under the radical. It's 21. So here's what I have. It's x equals negative 2 plus or minus 2 times the square root of 21 all over 8. We will leave our answer like that. It can be reduced. I'm not going to worry about it because it'll never happen correctly. Now, what does this plus or minus mean, Cole? What does this plus or minus mean? Well, it means
doesn't matter.
it means this. It's negative 2 plus 2 times the square root of 21 all over 8. It's a short way of writing this because we're lazy. Or I could have a negative 2 minus 2 times the square root of 21 all over 8. The plus or minus is a short way of writing that. There's my 2 answers. We said we would get 2. They're not nice numbers, are they? So I think we should try our worksheet. So you'll put your name on this. You'll get points for doing this. And the worksheet, and then some of you owe me yesterday's worksheet. Yes, it is. I don't think we'll finish it today. Yes, but we're not going to wait. Okay, David, you need to be doing this with us. That's the reason why I gave you a pencil. You need to put your names on it. That helps. Otherwise, I don't know who you are.
You said you know my handwriting.
Yeah, yours I kind of do, actually. Yeah, but I want to show you how to do these problems. Also, I don't have your quiz on the simplifying radicals. Well, then you should have, so we'll give you that today, too. Okay, does everybody have one? Oh, I know you guys are back there. I forget about you. You're so far away. He's gonna. Okay. Oh, let me buy this. Okay. We'll do the first one together. You should be ahead of me if you've already got a handout. Cole, do you know how to do the first one? Now, I give you the formula at the top of the page. So it's this. Okay, Joe, put that away.
Stop, I don't want it.
Just throw it away. Okay. You guys? Henry, we're going to do example 1. X squared plus 3x minus 9. I'm going to align my board, and you're going to tell me what A, B, and C are.
A is 1, 3, negative 9. B is 2, 3.
I don't know, write it down on your paper. That's why you're given paper. Okay, so A is what? 1. B is 3. Lindsay, iPads down. We're not using those. Negative 9. Okay, so you should be writing this down. And then we're going to find the discriminant, which is just this part.
The second one we already did on our warm-ups.
That's good. Did we do? I don't think we did this one, though. Okay. So it's B squared. What's B squared? What's 27? I don't know. Minus 4A. And what's C? Joe, what's C? Negative 9. So this is 9. What's a negative 4 times a negative 9? Positive 36. I don't get 27. Because that's negative and that's negative, which gives you plus. Which gives you what?
49.
45. Don't push numbers around. Alex, put your iPad away, please.
If you get the discriminant wrong.
Yes, because it's wrong.
What if you get it positive? And it is positive.
How many answers will there be now? How many times will it cross the axis? Twice. Okay. So it's the opposite. It's wrong. Yeah, it's 45. Okay. Shh. Cole, what's the opposite of B? Cole?
Opposite of negative B.
No, opposite of B. B is 3, so what's the opposite of positive 3? Minus 3 plus or minus the square root of this number we just did, which is what? Yeah. Opposite of B plus the square root of that number, which is 45, all over 2A. What's A? So you're not quite done until you simplify that radical, if it can be. Can we simplify the square root of 45?
No.
Yes, we can.
2.
Okay, do you remember how we did that? I can look at it, I know what the answer is. But you guys might not. Mm-hmm. Okay, does 2, Cole, does 2 go into that? Whose handout? Ray's? What do you want to divide by, Ray?
I'm not on your back.
5. How many times does that go in? 9. What goes into 9? 3.
1. 3.
3.
1.
Okay, so what goes on the outside of the radical?
1.
No. It's the numbers that match. No.
3.
3. Just one of those. And this is?
5.
5.
No, I thought it was something inside.
This goes onto the inside if there's no match. If there's a match, it's one of them on the outside. So, there it is. I'm just going to substitute this in right here for the square root of 45. So it's x equals minus 3 plus or minus 3 square root of 5 all over 2. Now this is in square root or radical form. We'll do decimals, and you'll wish we weren't doing decimals when we get there.
Why do we have to do all this?
Because this is called quadratic algebra, and we have to learn about quadratics. Anytime you solve a quadratic equation, you're using this.
Miss G, when are we going to use this in real life?
Anytime you build something, probably. Projectile motion is all parabolas. So if you shoot an arrow or you play Angry Birds, it does that. It's a parabola.
Yeah, but we don't have to go like, ooh, the angle of...
You do on Angry Birds if you want to win.
Yeah, but like...
Have you ever played Angry Birds?
Yeah, but we don't do all the math equations. We just shoot.
But when you do that trial and error, you're actually dealing with the properties of quadratics. You know what? It doesn't matter though, Ray, because Ray. Okay, you guys. Shh. This is on the MCAs for math. Your junior year. Yes, which Joe has to take next week.
Don't worry, they're easy.
Yeah, Joe is in this class. Yeah, he's taking the MCA math next year. Oh yeah. Okay. Shh. So some of you are taking reading, and some of you are taking writing.
What's this here?
Ninth grade. I don't know. Is it reading? It's writing. I don't know. It doesn't affect me, so I don't really care. So you guys all be taking different ones. Okay, Henry? Shh, Henry. And they said we did the second one, so there's no reason to do the second one. You think I can let you try these on your own now? Yes, no? Okay, so give it a try. It's not too bad, but you have to know the formula. Okay, Cole, what's the formula? Are you going to sing it for us? X equals the opposite of B.
Oh yeah, x equals minus b plus or minus thingy.
B squared minus 4AC
Divide by 2.
all over 2A. There you go. That's what you have to use today. And I need yesterday's homework, and Lucas, you have to take a quiz. Yes. Actually, there is. Okay, you guys, how do you do this in decimal form? If you have an 84 calculator or an 83 calculator, it's a lot easier. I have some. You don't have an 85. There are 85s, but those pretty much didn't do anything. Okay, Cole. Cole. So what I would do is start with the numerator. Cole. It's negative 3. Should we do the plus first? Plus 3 times the square root of 5. Or actually, you can do the square root of 45. I think I'd rather do that in case I made a mistake. Second square root 45. That will give you the numerator. Press enter. That's just the numerator. And then we're going to divide by 2. Then hit divided by 2. And that's the answer. Yeah, they're not nice, are they? Okay, Cole, do you understand how to add it in your calculator? That's one of them. Guess what? We got to do another one. Now, if you have an 83 or 84, there's a way to do it easily. I'll get it here. Maybe.
Wait, what's the radical form?
That's this. That's in radical form. Why is this not working? Oh, there it goes. Okay. You know what I have to do for the other one? Okay, Cole, I have to do 3 minus. Negative 3 minus that. I could either rekey it, which I think I will. Yeah. Then it's minus the square root of 45. Well, not for that part. Yeah, you type it in. You can type in the whole thing if you have the newest operating system for an 84. And then we're going to divide by 2. There's the other answer. Let me show you how you can put the whole thing in, because this is a new operating system. I'm going to get a fraction. I'm going to go to alpha. I'm going to get up to fractions right there. And in the numerator, I'm going to put in -3 plus, where's plus? The square root of 45. It's kind of little. Then I just arrow down and put the 2 there. That's exactly the way it's written. Okay, Cole? Your 83 won't do it. Sorry about that. And then you press enter. They get the same. It won't write it that way. If you want to do it on 83 like that, use parentheses, -3 plus the square root. Okay, Cole? You can't be hearing if you're talking. And then close your parentheses. Uh-oh, I got to go to the right. This is because the new operating system. Yours will be okay. I got to delete that. And then go to the right, get out of the square root, and go. Parentheses divided by 2. And it may put it in fraction form for me. No, it doesn't. So there's a lot of ways you can do it. You can do it in parts, or you can do it all together. Now, I don't know what your iPads will have for calculators. I have no idea. Okay, so I should get from you, if I haven't already, this pink one. A lot of stuff to hand back.